Hello again, everybody. This is Craig Evans of Autism Hangout, and thank you for tuning in to this Autism Hangout special report. As children, many of us experienced leisurely play in a sandbox. And for most of us, sandbox learning was great fun. Well, that principle has been replicated by our next guest to help our special kids learn some valuable life skills. Autism Hangout, please meet the co-founder of SandboxLearning.com, a website offering customizable teaching games, books, and more, Amy Maguire. Welcome, Amy. It's nice to have you here.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
Sandbox Learning. I love the whole concept. I mean, it's play, but at the same time, you're picking up all these valuable things about life. So let's start. Tell me a little bit about the business. How did you get into this?
Well, my background is actually in special education teaching. I was a teacher for a number of years, and then I went to business school, and I met my business partner, Desiree, when we were at school together. And we just knew that there were a lot of things that were missing in terms of materials and ways kids could learn that could be customized and fun and really suit a lot of kids. So we started the company when we were in school together, and it's sort of grown. We have 22 customizable books, and then we recently came out with a video game, Small Steps, Big Skills, that teaches skills for independence. And that's a video game that was funded through the Department of Ed and researched with funds from that.
Okay, that's way cool. Now, you're not just putting together videos based on what you think is best. I know that you're actually using ABA principles in this. Can you talk a little bit about how you're making that work?
Right. Well, we have two methods that are used together in the video game. So video modeling shows a skill being completed, and the way the skills are completed is using task analyses. So breaking a skill into the steps that make the larger skill. Hand washing, turning on the water, putting hands under the water, etc. And then once kids see a video, they get a chance to actually practice. So the least to most prompting is the method that we use. Kids have an opportunity to try each step on their own. First, they could turn the water on. If they don't do the step or do it incorrectly in the game, then they hear a prompt. So it tells them, turn on the water. If they still make an error, they see a video, a screen of it. And then if they still make an error, then it highlights that step. So it follows closely with that method, least to most prompting, which is pretty well researched and is out there in the literature if you look back a ways. And it's going on now. A lot of people use it, but it's very time intensive. So creating a method to do it in a fun game was really the idea behind this.
Yeah, and that's a challenge to do. What are the platforms now that this is available? Can somebody go to your website and actually commission the game, buy it right there and play it, or is this an app that they take off the iStore?
It's actually on a CD right now. And the reason for that was to just make it really readily available to schools anywhere. You know, a lot more places are doing iPads and everything, but we know that, you know, I taught in rural Georgia, and I know that places sometimes are a little behind in some technology. And then also for families, we thought it would be something that anyone could use. And it is PC or Mac. So.
Yeah, that's another thing to drill home here. This is not only for teachers, this is for parents, and this is for occupational and speech therapists as well?
Yes, definitely. Anyone who really is working on those daily living skills. It teaches, the game teaches 22 skills, so things like washing hands, putting on a seatbelt, making the bed, putting on shoes, making a sandwich, so putting that together. So things that are a wide range of skills, from things you would do at home to school. And we worked with parents and professionals when we came up with the list of skills.
Another thing I've noticed just going to your website, and I didn't mean to make light of this before when I said it's not just how you have come up with solutions you think should be offered. You have quite a roster of people in your business with credentials that would qualify them to be able to put together programming like this. Like, I know you yourself have a master's degree in special education with early intervention, and when I look through some of the other people that are assembling these things, you guys have a pretty formidable crew.
Yeah, people have helped throughout time with different ideas and different components, and we have a great illustrator for the books that we make. We have, like I said, we have 42 books that teach social skills, behavior skills, communication. So it's a nice mix of people that provide feedback. And then we also do something that I don't know that a lot of places do, but we survey our market regularly to see exactly what things they're looking for. So whenever we develop things, it's based really on a large survey of our market. And that's a great way to find out exactly what people need.
Well, talk a bit about the feedback you've been receiving. I know you didn't just put these things out there. You're a marketer, so you're checking up on how well these things are working.
Right. Well, and the books have done very well. Like I said, the books, they're called success stories, and you actually can go to our website and try a free one.
Excellent.
And those, we have great response from just a ton of English-speaking countries. We market to places all over the world. And we also sell to catalogs. So we have our products in a variety of catalogs, like School Specialty, Different Roads to Learning, Mayor Johnson. But we sell directly on our site as well. And the response has been really good. We find a lot of people try the product and then they come back and buy, multiple stories. And then with the video game, this is pretty newly released and the results have been very good. And that we're sort of waiting to see with the school year starting. The pickup on that we think will be a lot higher, but it's been very good to date.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, if we want to send people someplace to learn more about how the game plays and to sample some of the books, what is the website we should send them to?
www.sandbox-learning.com.
Very good.
And you can look on the site there. On the right, there's an icon that says you can try the free story. It's this changing character icon on the right. And then to learn more about the video game, Small Steps, Big Skills, there's an icon on the left that shows the cover of the game. So you just click on those places to learn more about those products.
Excellent. Is there anything else people should know about your products and services?
Well, with the video game, the interesting thing about that is I mentioned it was funded through a grant from the Department of Ed. And we actually had two funds. One was an early version of the game where we did a beta of it. So only 3 skills and smaller sample of kids. And we had great results with that. We actually have publications out in peer-reviewed journals. And there's more about that on the website. And then we replicated the study with a larger sample of kids and more skills, which is what you see with the final version of the game. And the findings were great. We included children with autism, children with intellectual disabilities, and we saw progress on learning the skills. And for anyone who teaches daily living skills, you know that there's a lot of repetition, that you're often setting up materials frequently. And so it's a neat way to learn those skills. And not only does it have these learning components, but they're also fun breaks in terms of fun games kids can play on it.
Excellent.
So, but the research is the neat part. You really don't see that out there with everything, and this has it. So it's good.
Excellent. This is fantastic. Let's give the web address one more time.
Okay, www.sandbox-learning.com.
Excellent. Amy, thanks so much for coming on today and tell us about Sandbox Learning. This just sounds like a great place.
Thank you very much for having me.
And thank you, Autism Hangout. I'll be back again soon with another special report.